good evening, and good evening, and welcome to another wonderful Motivation Monday. My name is Deacon Irons here on Feigned Faith Ministries. We're led by our wonderful minister, Minister Lee Rodman, and who can forget our fantastic First Lady Lakeisha Rodman. I want to thank each and every one of you again for joining us for another wonderful Motivation Monday. And my topic for this wonderful Motivation Monday is strength for today, not for the whole week. Now, I want you to think about this. God often give us daily strength, right? Daily grace, daily provisions, so that we learn to walk by faith and not by fear. Now, as we go through our day, we start thinking and worrying about the rest of the week, right? Maybe what we're going to do tomorrow, maybe what's happening on Wednesday, Friday, whatever the case may be. So I want you to think about this. Sometimes the reason why we feel overwhelmed is because we're trying to carry tomorrow, maybe Friday, next week, or even something that's happening next month, all in one day. I know I'm guilty of it myself. So let's ask ourselves, right? How am I going to make it through this whole week? Like, how am I really going to make it? How am I going to handle all these responsibilities, right? Whether we are parents, workers, whatever it may be. And of course, how am I going to keep going? But God never told us to carry the whole week at once. He told us to trust Him today. Now, I'm smiling because this is me in a nutshell, right? I tend to worry about a lot of things that's going on. But Matthew 6:34, take therefore no thought for the morrow, for the morrow shall take thought for the thing of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. So what is he saying is Jesus is telling us that every day has its own challenges, and God gives grace for that day. We get in trouble when we try to live on today's strength for tomorrow's burden. So I want you to think about this. God is not asking you to conquer the world of a week tonight. He's asking you to trust Him for today. So a lot of us know about God's daily bread, right? Not a weekly bread. I don't know if somebody has that out there, but it's a daily bread. One of the clearest biblical pictures of this is when God fed Israel in the wilderness with manna, right? Then in Exodus 16:4, it says, then the Lord uses Moses. Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day. Notice he didn't say he's going to rain manna down for to last the whole week. He literally said every day, right? Why is that? Because he wanted them to depend on him. God wanted them to depend on him each and every day, every single day, right? Like we're supposed to. We're supposed to focus on that particular day and not worry about what's coming up. So sometimes we want God to show us the whole plan, right? We always want to know everything, the whole outcome and the whole situation. But God often says, I will give you what you need for today. Come back to me tomorrow, right? So how can we actually apply this? Today's peace is for today. All right, we're going to have peace today. We're going to have ease of mind for today. Today's wisdom is for today because we're facing certain situations today, right? Today's mercy is meant for today. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. If we're even going to be alive tomorrow, right? Today's strength is meant for today. God's pattern is often daily dependence. So we always know, and we always hear people say, His grace is sufficient for right now. There's even songs about it, right? When Paul struggled with his throne in the flesh, the Lord did not remove the trial the way Paul wanted, right? Instead, He gave him something greater, sufficient grace, and it was for daily use. And we all know that in 2 Corinthians 12:9, and He said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. So notice the wording, right? Where it says, my grace is sufficient. Not we will be eventually, not once was once, or but it is sufficient for right now, the current situation, the current day that we're in. This means whenever you face today, God's grace is already enough for you for today, not for tomorrow, right? So we often pray, Lord, give me strength for the next 6 months or next month, next week, whatever. But God often answers, I will give you grace for this particular moment, and it will be enough for you. And that's what we need to understand and be thankful for, right? In this moment, we have the grace. We don't know what's coming up for next week, next 6 months. So how can we really pray for grace for the next 6 months, next week, whatever it may be, right? We're facing something right now. So God is going to give us the grace for right now. So if you feel weak, that does not, so if you feel weak, right, that does not mean God has abandoned you. It may be the very place where his strength wants you to show up the clearest and how you can really depend on him, right? Weakness is not the end of the story. We're all subjected to be weak. We all have our moments where we're vulnerable. And that's where we really need to lean on Christ the most. Weakness is often the stage where God displays his true power to us. And of course, we know that being said, God renews strength day by day, right? Strength in Christian life is often not stored up like, in batteries or stuff like that for weeks at a time, like in our cars, right? Our batteries can last for years. It is renewed as we keep walking with God on a daily basis. We're human, okay? So I want y'all to think about that. I want y'all to really hone in on that the strength that we have is not for the weak, it's for today. The strength that God gives us. So I want y'all to really ponder that as we go throughout the rest of the week, and you come through struggles. Just take each day one day at a time. And I'm be honest, that's something that I know I struggle with. So if I struggle with it, I know there are many others that struggle with it. Okay. So remember, the strength that you have is not for the rest of the week, not for the rest of the month. It's June 1st. So just worry about today and just know that the strength you have today, reach on God, have that faith, and God will give you the strength to deal with whatever comes your way tomorrow. Amen. So that's my quick motivation for y'all. The strength is not for the week, but just for today. And whatever you're going through, just keep it to today and live day by day and ask for strength and his grace and mercies each and every day. And God is truly going to renew it for you. Amen. So I just want to give you something quick and powerful for this week and your motivation this week. As always, my name is Deacon Irons here at Unfeigned Faith Ministries, where we never like to leave you nor depart your side, but continue to encourage you each and every day now that until next time, hold on to your faith. I want you all to have a fantastic and blessed week and take each day one step at a time. And please, please be safe out there. God bless you. Have a fantastic week.